It's that time again, another edition of Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl, brought to you by Owens Community College. I'm your host, Mason Lowry. This season has been so much fun. We've seen so many talented and intelligent young people. Happy to welcome a bunch more into the studio today, Swanton and Bowling Green. Before we dive right into the buzz-in round, let's meet these guys.
Gavin Johnson, senior.
Jordan Deaver, junior.
Logan Feuerstein, junior.
Henry Herford, senior.
Calissa James, senior.
Ann Urbina, senior.
Ariana Chung, junior.
Cole Boswell, junior.
Mason Kneski, senior.
Owen Hauk, junior.
Welcome to the buzz-in round.
In the buzz-in round, both teams will have their buzzers in hand. Teams buzzing in and answering correctly will receive 10 points. If they answer incorrectly, they will lose 10 points. Good luck.
As always, the buzz-in round is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County. Buzzers ready, guys? Off we go. The 3 minutes begins now. Name the American architect who famously designed, among other things, the residence of Edgar Kaufman at Fallingwater. BG.
Right.
Frank Lloyd Wright is correct. Emery's rule explains the social variety of what behavior between closely related species where an organism is harmed at the benefit of another. BG.
Parasitism.
Correct. The oldest volcano on what island is the extinct Kohala? Anything? BG.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct, or the Big Island. Ronald Reagan commanded Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down what structure? Swanton.
Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall is correct. Miss Zarvis teaches on the 19th floor of what fictional school? BG.
Wayside.
Correct. Until 1923, what was the Turkish city of Istanbul called? Swanton.
Constantinople.
Correct. What musical duo had a hit in 1990 with their cover of the Four Lads, Istanbul, Not Constantinople? BG.
They Might Be Giants.
You got it. Leon Trotsky was assassinated for his interpretation of what earlier leader's political philosophy? Swanton.
Vladimir Lenin.
Correct. What island contains the world's oldest high-speed rail line, the Tokaido Shinkansen, whose western terminus is the Shin Osaka Station? Swanton.
Japan.
Looking for the specific island.
No answer.
No answer? Bowling Green? No. Oh, quite right. Sorry, you can't steal in this round. Honshu was the correct response. What president invaded Grenada in Operation Urgent Fury and was implicated in the Iran-Contra affair? Swan?
Bush.
Sorry, it's Reagan. Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger B. Chafee died on the ground aboard what space vessel? BG.
Apollo 1.
Correct. What economist developed the theory of comparative advantage?
Keynes.
Swan? No, sorry, David Ricardo. Name the home country of Borat, a landlocked country even. BG.
Kazakhstan.
Correct. What French poet of A Season in Hell described the furious lashing of the tides in The Drunken Boat? It's Arthur Rimbaud. On playing cards, what card is sometimes called the suicide one of its type because it appears to stab itself? Anything? BG?
King of Diamonds.
Just a king. We'll accept that. A king. According to legend, Emperor Moctezuma II believed Hernan Cortez to be what deity? Go for it.
Quetzalcoatl.
Correct. That's 10 points for Swanton. Longships were used by what seafaring Scandinavians? Swanton.
Vikings.
Correct. And that's time. That was a heck of an opening round. A terrific start, in particular for Bowling Green, up 80-20 on Swanton. But don't worry, Bulldogs, you still got plenty of time to pull this out. We'll move on to the volley round right after this.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Are you looking for a life-changing opportunity? Check out Owens Community College, the powerhouse choice for your higher education. Owens offers more than 160 innovative programs, including the region's #1 nursing program and the nation's only accredited MRI associate degree. And Owens has so much more: technical and performing arts, culinary arts, skilled trades, and public safety. Get started today. Learn how Owens will impact your life. Apply today. Your success starts here.
Young people who participate in meaningful activities are less likely to use drugs or alcohol. Your time, your choice. Learn more at unisonhealth.org.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. Welcome to the volley round. The volley round, the first question goes to the team with the lowest score. If they answer correctly, they are awarded 10 points, and the next question goes to the opposing team. If any team answers a question incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that question and still receive their question. Good luck.
Well, a rip-roaring start here for Bowling Green on this edition of Brainiacs Bowl on Buckeye, brought to you by Owens Community College. They've got an 80-20 lead on our friends from Swanton. That means you guys get the first crack in the volley round. And remember, when it isn't your question, be listening carefully. If the original team answers incorrectly or does not answer, you get the chance to steal. With that said, let's dive right into it. Your 3 minutes begins now. What author wrote about a valise-carrying character who exclaims, "You're one of my own children," before being shot by the misfit in A Good Man Is Hard to Find?
No idea. Just ran them off there.
You can pass if you want.
J.D. Salinger.
No, sorry. Bowling Green?
I don't know. Smith.
It's Flannery O'Connor. BG, the Ambassador Bridge connects what province's city of Windsor to Detroit?
Toronto. Just there, you know. Ontario.
Ontario.
Correct. Back to Swanton. Mary Seacole established the British Hotel during what war in which Florence Nightingale cared for the wounded?
Crimean War. Crimean War.
Correct. BG, what is the northernmost capital city in the world?
Oslo.
No, sorry, Swanton.
What's the capital of Iceland?
I do not know.
Vladivostok?
No, sorry, it's Reykjavik. Reykjavik. Swanton, the Kunza people inhabited what region prior to its conquest by the Inca Empire?
What's the mountains in Peru? Pass.
BG?
Mayan?
It's the Atacama Desert. BG, name the NFL position the subject of a Rich Eisen campaign stating that they are people too, often attempt coffin corners on 4th downs.
Punters.
Punters is correct. Authoritatively, too. I like it. Swanton, a police investigation of what group was codenamed Operation Flush and occurred decades after they launched the Kano riots in Nigeria?
I have no idea.
Pass.
BG?
Pass.
It's Boko Haram. BG, what is Nigeria's capital city?
Abuja.
Sorry, Swanton?
Pass.
It's Lagos, or Lagos, capital of Nigeria. Swanton, what author's poem, If, begins with the line, "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you"?
Frost?
Say it.
Frost?
Sorry, no. BG?
Poe?
No, it's Kipling. BG, a classical school studying what phenomenon was founded by Cesare Beccaria?
Thought?
No, sorry. Swanton?
Pass.
It's crime. Lake Titicaca and Bolivia are located in what South American mountain range? Swanton?
Oh, pass.
BG?
Andes?
Correct. Bowling Green, what god is sometimes depicted as Natara, Lord of the Dance, and is commonly shown with the Ganges flowing through his hair?
Fiat.
Sorry, no. Swanton?
Brahma.
Say again?
Brahma.
No, sorry, Shiva. And that's time. Well, Bowling Green, you have increased your lead just a touch. 110-30 over Swanton, but the lightning round is next, and that can make or break teams. We'll see what happens when we come back.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college.
A lot's happening in the 419. Let's explore the best events our region has to offer. Mickey and friends are on a quest when Disney on Ice brings Mickey's Search Party to the Huntington Center. Then a Christmas classic dances onto the Stranahan stage when the Toledo Ballet presents The Nutcracker. Plus see another holiday classic on the silver screen for one night only, It's a Wonderful Life at the Valentine. Visit explore419.com for more local events.
High school seniors, it's your time to shine as the next BCSN Scholars Spotlight. You can win a $10,000 scholarship for your college education. The BCSN Scholarship is open to all high school seniors in the Buckeye broadband viewing area. Don't wait, apply today. You've earned it. Visit bcsnnation.com/scholarship for more information. Siena Heights University is dedicated to helping students continue their education through the BCSN Scholar Spotlight program.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
High school seniors, it's your time to shine as the next BCSN Scholars Spotlight. You can win a $10,000 scholarship for your college education. The BCSN Scholarship is open to all high school seniors in the Buckeye broadband viewing area. Don't wait, apply today. You've earned it. Visit bcsnnation.com/scholarship for more information. Directions Credit Union is dedicated to helping students continue their education through the BCSN Scholar Spotlight program.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is brought to you in part by Unison Health and the Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice. Welcome to the Lightning Round. In the Lightning Round, each team gets 3 minutes to answer as many questions as possible. 10 points will be awarded for each correct answer. This round will begin with the team that has the lowest score. Good luck.
Just want to clarify one thing, and two things actually, one response and one score. Should have accepted Abuja as the capital city of Nigeria. Lagos is the largest city in that country. It has not been the capital since 1991, so Abuja was the correct response, and because of that, Bowling Green now with a 120-30 lead on Swanton, so it's a difference of 90 points. Either way, Swanton, it's still quite a bit of ground for you to make up. You guys have the floor for the next 3 minutes in the lightning round, and that round begins now. Which ruler freed Judah from the Babylonian captivity and was succeeded by Cambyses?
Pass.
Cyrus the Great. Whose Midnight Ride was dramatized in a Henry Wadsworth Longfellow poem?
Paul Revere.
Correct. What memoir by Solomon Northrop, who was kidnapped and then enslaved from 1841 to 1853, was made into a film?
Pass.
12 Years a Slave. What capital city faced a commune shortly after the deposition of Napoleon III?
Paris.
Correct. What proof technique that proves statements for natural numbers is often likened to climbing a ladder or knocking over dominoes?
Pass.
Induction. The permanent fund dividend is funded by oil revenues in what state?
Pass.
Alaska. On what HBO show are human footstools used by the leadership of ATN, a conservative news network?
Pass.
Succession. A work by Sigmund Freud is titled after the interpretation of what events which people experience while asleep?
Dreams. Dreams.
Correct. Crispus Attucks was the first person killed during what event?
Pass.
Boston Massacre. What former British Pacific colony is home to the Maori people?
Pass.
New Zealand. What novel opens with the line, 124 was spiteful, and features a woman who escaped from the Sweet Home Plantation?
Yeah, go for it.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
It's Beloved by Toni Morrison. Who is the second First Lady of the United States?
Adams.
Need the first name.
Sophie Adams.
Abigail. What comedian discussed meeting Bill Clinton as a child in his Netflix special, The Comeback Kid?
Pass.
John Mulaney. The Meeting of the Waters is created by what river and the Rio Negro near Manaus?
Oh, what's the Spanish word for light?
For what?
Light.
Blanco.
No, it was Portuguese. Pass.
It's the Amazon.
Oh.
What hypothetical animal is associated with Erwin Schrödinger?
Cat.
Correct. What author's iceberg theory was showcased in a story about a discussion of abortion titled Hills Like White Elephants?
Pass.
Hemingway. What NBA point guard was traded from Portland to Milwaukee and is nicknamed Dame Time?
Pass.
Damian Lillard. What biblical book attacks the problem of evil through a parable of a man who briefly loses his family, possessions, and health due to a wager between God and the devil?
What's after Exodus? Pass.
It's the Book of Job. Pictured Rock's National Lakeshore is on an area of what state whose Keweenaw Peninsula juts into Lake Superior?
Lake Superior. What's Wisconsin? Wisconsin?
It's Michigan.
Yeah.
Pirates, Demon Deacons, Blue Devils, and Tar Heels are nicknames for universities. We're out of time. The answer was North Carolina. Well, Swanton, you made up some of that ground, but you're still down by 50, and Bowling Green now has an opportunity to really take command of the match. If we're ready, your 3 minutes begins now. What composition by Antonio Vivaldi includes sections named Spring, Summer, Autumn, and Winter?
Four Seasons.
Four Seasons is correct. What entities absorb electromagnetic radiation of all wavelengths?
Pass.
Black bodies. Who was assassinated in the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles by the Palestinian Sirhan Sirhan in 1968?
Kennedy.
Which one?
RFK.
Correct. What 6'8" hoodie enthusiast beat crudité aficionado Dr. Oz to become a Pennsylvania senator?
Pass.
John Fetterman. Who wrote about being held in a World War I detention camp in the enormous room?
Hitler.
E.E. Cummings. What NFL team whose quarterback is Tua Tagovailoa?
Dolphins.
Correct. The first televised presidential debates were held during what year?
68.
1960. Vaccines against what disease were developed by Albert Sabin and Jonas Salk?
Polio.
Say again?
Polio.
Correct. There are 6 Lusophone countries in Africa. What is the official language spoken there?
Portuguese.
Portuguese is correct. In what effect, first observed by Heinrich Hertz, does a photon with energy greater than the work function cause a metal surface to eject an electron?
Magnetization.
Photoelectric effect. What American general surrendered Fort Necessity during the French and Indian War?
Washington.
Correct. Tourists can go to the top of the Space Needle in what city?
Seattle.
Correct. What thinker theorized the identity crisis alongside his 8-stage model of psychosocial development?
Pass.
Eric Erickson. Who won the first season of American Idol back in 2002?
Pass.
Kelly Clarkson. What dung beetle was worshipped in ancient Egypt?
The large dung beetle.
The scarab. What acrobatic act was banned in figure skating from 1976 to 2024?
Backflip.
Correct. Who succeeded Dennis Hastert as Speaker of the House in 2007?
Pass.
Nancy Pelosi. What technique with affinity, thin layer, liquid, and gas types uses mobile and stationary phases to separate mixtures such as dyes?
Distillation.
Chromatography.
Yeah.
Name this father of history who discussed the Greco-Persian Wars in his Histories.
Pass.
Herodotus. What father of Shiloh and Shadur is the head football coach at the University of Colorado and was known as Prime Time?
Deion Sanders.
Correct. What Dr. Seuss character speaks for the trees have no tongues? Correct. What British composer wrote the Pomp and Circumstance marches, which are often played at graduations?
Oh my God.
Pass.
Edward Elgar. Until 1981, Greenland was a colony of what other country?
Portugal.
Denmark.
Oh.
Name the boundaries beyond which no light can escape a black hole.
Pass.
The event horizon. What type of restaurant, which translates into English as fire bowl, involves chefs? That's time. Would have been hibachi or teppanyaki. Boy, Bowling Green, you guys went on a phenomenal run there. You've opened up a 220-70 lead. A lot of work for Swanton to do in the final challenge round. That's next.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College. Your success starts here. Apply today at owens.edu.
SUVs are super popular right now, and Dunn has 10 different models to offer. But I have to be honest, I'm a pickup man. We have Colorados, Silverados, and Silverado HD. Our pickup lineup covers all the bases. Our Colorado diesel gets 30 miles per gallon. Our Silverados are safe and luxurious. And our HD can tow over 17,000 pounds. Find your pickup at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
When you're injured in a car accident, handling all the pieces can be overwhelming. There are hospital bills, lost wages, let alone insurance companies calling nonstop pressuring you. When injured in an accident, you are not alone. We have the experience to handle all the pieces of your car accident, so you don't have to. Don't let the insurance companies take advantage of you. We're on your side.
We're attorneys with Gallon, Tackus, and Boysenall.
Call us. We can help.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
3 rows of seats. That is a done deal. Now at Dunn, we have a huge selection of Chevy Traverse, Chevy Tahoe, and Chevy Suburban, and they all have 3 rows of seats. So whether you're hauling lots of people or lots of cargo, Dunn has the vehicle for you. Shop on your schedule at DunnChevy.com. Chevy, Dunn, and you. Together, let's drive.
Roll into Midas today for expert service on the best brands for your ride. Let our skilled techs help you save big so you can drive with confidence. Start tire shopping and request your appointment at Midas.com.
Buckeye Brainiacs Bowl on BCSN is presented by Owens Community College, home to Northwest Ohio's #1 nursing college. This is the final challenge. Now it's time for the final challenge. Teams will once again have their buzzers in hand. Any team buzzing in with a correct answer will receive 10 points. If the team that buzzed in answers incorrectly, the opposing team gets a chance to answer that same question and gain 10 points. Good luck.
Boy, the Bowling Green Bobcats have been an absolute buzzsaw today, up 220-70 on Swanton, but still 4 minutes left for Swanton to pull a bit closer. We'll see if Bowling Green can further pull away. 4 minutes on the clock. And guys, your time starts now. Name the leader of the En Marche party, the current president of France. BG.
Trudeau?
No, sorry, Swanton, you can steal.
Pass.
Oh, it's Emmanuel Macron. You don't need to buzz in to pass. It's fine. You can just say it. What character played by Rachel Brosnahan on an Amazon Prime show is a stand-up comic described as...
Miss Maisel?
Miss Maisel is correct. The marvelous Miss Maisel, and that's 10 points for Bowling Green. Name the often vulgar comedian of the 1960s who inspired the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. A lot of shaking of heads. Lenny Bruce. More than a little bit before your time. What 1962 novel by Ken Kesey is set in a mental hospital where Nurse Ratched works? More shaking of heads, I see. It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. In 2016, the CBC stopped their coverage of the Summer Olympics to air a live broadcast of the final concert by what Canadian rock band?
Canadian rock. I don't know Canadian rock.
And more confusion, I see. The Tragically Hip. Name the ancient Roman who led the assassination of Julius Caesar.
Brutus.
10 points for Bowling Green. Brutus is correct. What singer's album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, became Bowling Green?
Chappell Roan.
Correct. The closest call to nuclear war occurred after Khrushchev sent missiles.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Just Cuba, correct. What particle produced along with a neutron and electron neutrino in Swanton?
Proton.
No, sorry. Bowling Green, I'll read you the question in full. What particle produced along with a neutron and electron neutrino in beta plus decay is the positively charged antimatter counterpart of the electron? That's a mouthful, huh?
Pass.
It's a positron. In legal proceedings, what is the formal record that notes all of the proceedings and filings in a court case?
Record.
Bowling Green?
The record?
No, sorry. Swanton?
Pass.
It's the docket. The phrase, nevertheless, she persisted, was coined after Elizabeth Warren attempted to block the confirmation of Roy Moore into what federal position? BG?
Supreme Court.
No, sorry. Swanton?
Prime Minister.
No, sorry. Attorney General. Name these geographical features, one of which held Olympus at its peak.
Mountain.
Swanton? You got it. What adorable zoo animal resides at the Khao Kiao Open Zoo in Thailand and went viral? BG?
Pygmy hippo.
What's the name?
Modang.
Mudang, I'll accept that. What black rock can be used as a fossil fuel?
Coal.
You got it. What 19-year-old athlete defeated Aryna Sabalenka in 2023 to win the Women's Singles U.S. Open in tennis?
Serena Williams.
No, sorry. BG?
No, it's okay. Her name starts with an O. I can't remember.
Just pass. Pass.
Coco Gauff.
Oh.
Name the Roman poet who addressed many of his love poems to Lesbia. Swanton.
Virgil.
No. BG?
Third installation. Sappho.
Sappho.
Sorry, it's Catullus. What city, which was created by its founder drawing the boundary with a plow, lost the Battle of Cannae to Carthage and won the Punic Wars?
Rome.
Say again?
Rome.
Correct. What operatic title character pines for the bullfighter Escamillo and is killed by Don Jose in the most famous work of George Bizet? Swanton.
Don Julio.
No, sorry. BG?
Don Quixote.
No, it's Carmen. What Nickelodeon cartoon from the 90s did an episode-long version of the opera Carmen with Helga as the villain? Swan?
Rugrats.
Sorry. I'd like to see that, though. BG?
Timmy Turner.
No, it's Hey Arnold. And that's time. And boy, what a performance by Bowling Green from beginning to end. Excellent job, guys. 270 points. That is one of the best performances we've seen all season in the first round on Brainiacs Bowl. Well done to you guys. We'll see you again later in the year in round number 2. And Swanton, it was great to have you guys here, and hope you had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. We hope you had a good time as well, you folks at home. We'll see you next time on Buckeye's Brainiacs Bowl, brought to you by Owens Community College.